I liked Wolverine more than Man of Steel or anything else I've seen recently, but it was directed by a real director. By a really, James Mangold is not the first person I would say, oh, you should do the next Wolverine movie. And it was actually really well done because, Hugh Jackman, I think, is a good actor, and he has command of that. He loves that character, obviously. But that's a really good, I actually think it's a really good movie. And I was surprised how invested I was in it because I was just expecting, first of all, the movie was originally going to be done by Darren Aronofsky, and you think this was the perfect material for him to work with. And it was,
totally different script, though, I think. Totally different script, though, I think. Probably.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Sure.
Yeah, but it was actually a really good, it was a really solid film. And I was surprised by that. I didn't really expect that. And I was really kind of shocked by how invested I was in the film.
Well, you mentioned James Mangold. I think James Mangold has done exactly that. He's always felt like a guy that he's kind of, to me, I've always felt like he was a journeyman director that makes solid films every single time. I don't know that he's made something that I didn't like. Probably Kate and Leopold is the only thing that jumps to mind. But he made Copland, he made 3:10 to Yuma, he made Walk the Line, he's made this. He makes solid movies. He's always felt to me like someone who's on the verge of making something really, really great. I don't feel like he has yet, but I like everything he's done.
Yeah, exactly. And did you ever see the movie Heavy with Pruitt Taylor Vince in the 90s?
No, I did not. No.
That's a really good movie. That's, I guess, that might have been the first thing he did, but it's a small film.
Yeah,
and
that's
that was
his first one.
That was a really good movie. And no, I agree with you about Kate. I think Kate and Leopold Copland was a follow-up, but I like Copland. But Kate and Leopold was a follow-up to that, and yeah, I see where you go. But I like Walk the Line, and he did Identity too, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, maybe, yeah, and Night and Day, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got me there. You shot me there.
I think that Night and Day, believe it or not, has a lot of fans. There's a lot of people that are great fans of that movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's that movie is important.
Silence.
That movie, remember, was important for the sense of should we make Mission Impossible 4? That was the weird thing about that movie.
It turned out to be the dry run for approving that Mission Impossible 4. But then again, I like it, and I think that it was out of vogue at the time, and maybe this time too, in that it had no darkness. I mean, it really harkened back to an action movie that we would have seen in the 90s, and I like that about it. It was kind of an innocent